The first of all that I would like to narrate to you is that Jammu Kashmir has virtually come out of a big morass over the last 2 years, and we believe, so far as the political and ideological issues were concerned, we are through. I remember right here on 10th June 2019, while talking to you, said that Article 370 and 35A will be abolished. On that day, there was a huge cry that whatever I was speaking, would it happen? And it happened. That is part one of the story. Part two is the only thing that was now to be done has been also done. That is the new land laws. So, in order to put it straight, is that the integration is complete. So there is nothing left. Now what is the agenda? As a party activist and a leader, we have certain responsibilities, we have certain obligations towards our society. When I say society, I do not mean a particular religious sect or a social sect. I am talking of society as a whole of the Jammu and Kashmir. Society has various sections. In order to take all sections together, we believe that something is to be done that comes up to the level of a national attention. About Jammu and Kashmir, we have developed an agenda on behalf of. This will be not reproduced as the BJP agenda. We would like this to be reproduced as an agenda on behalf of the civil society of Jammu and Kashmir. And what is the agenda? Agenda is fourfold. I will narrate all the 4 points before you, but before that,
whose agenda is this?
this is an agenda on behalf of the civil society of Jammu and Kashmir, and I have taken a responsibility to launch this.
And what is the name of this civil society?
This is simple, as simple as that, on behalf of Jammu and Kashmir Civil Society.
Okay.
I will be leading it, and I will be launching today a Kashmir Sankalp Yatra. Kashmir Ahde यात्रा अहदे कश्मीर, उर्दू में अगर उसको रखा जाए, यात्रा अहदे कश्मीर, सफर अहदे कश्मीर, कश्मीर संकल्प यात्रा, ये श्रीनगर से शुरू होगी. आज के दिन ये शुरू हुई. It has been launched today, and we will go to Statue of Unity in Gujarat. अभी तो यहां से लॉन्च करके हम जम्मू पहुंचेंगे, फिर जम्मू में दिवाली के बाद में हम कोई मुनासिब दिन, most probably around 20th of November, we will in a group, it will be a big group, we will go to Statue of Liberty, Statue of this Unity. We will place our point of view there also, and when we will be coming back, we will place this agenda before the government of India. What is the agenda? Now I will come to that. The first point of the agenda is that since the integration has been completed with the new land laws that have been introduced, there is a case for development of the state, number one. And number two, jobs for the youth of the J&K Union Territory. That is the first point of the agenda. Second point, since the development is incidental to establishment of peace, there is no development possible unless there is complete establishment of peace. But establishment of peace is incidental to neutralization of terrorism. So we will appeal to Government of India to face this menace and overcome this with commitment, target, and time orientation. That is part two. Part three, we have been oftenly saying that Kashmir is incomplete without Kashmiri Pandits. That is a rhetoric for the last 30 years that we have been listening. This is the time that we will now make an attempt to convert this into reality. that Kashmir is incomplete without Kashmiri Pandits. And in order to achieve that target, we will appeal to Government of India as well as to the Government of Jammu and Kashmir that immediate attention is being paid to the resettlement of Kashmiri Pandits, displaced Kashmiri Pandits in the valley. And for that, in our opinion, our resettlement, the resettlement of Kashmiri Pandits in the valley is subject to two preludes. The first prelude is constitution of a board for all the religious cultural shrines of Hindus in Kashmir. Telling you very frankly, we are not at all satisfied with what Dharma Trust for the 30 years last has done. The whole structure of temples and shrines in Kashmir has to be handed over to the board, which will be constitutionally set in the Jammu and Kashmir state. Number one. And number two, a special crimes tribunal be established, which will go into the excesses that have been committed over the last 3 decades in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. That will also take care of the human rights violations that have been committed against the minorities in J&K state. It is part 3. And part 4. Part 4 is about a serious issue regarding Jammu and Kashmir state. We have seen for the last 30 years, due to death and destruction, economic activity has been by and large a victim, but especially the victim is either the tourism department or the cultural department. So a comprehensive package, the central government will be asked to announce for the tourism and culture sector of the Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory, and immediately as an urgent piece of immediate restoration of confidence, some help on priority should be provided to all the victims of this sector who have suffered for the last 2 years. First, because of the political reasons. Second, because of the COVID. Since tourism and culture is fundamentally a very important arm of our economic activity in the Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory, we believe when we are talking to the Government of India or to the Union Territory, primarily to the Government of India, we are basically talking about creating of jobs for the people here and saving people from economic disaster. In our opinion, Jammu and Kashmir state as a whole, now a Union Territory, is facing economic disaster. In our opinion, we must proceed ahead with some kind of a comprehensive package for this sector in Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. When I am talking about Union Territory, I am not talking exclusively about Jammu or Kashmir. I want, because there are 2 issues. Number 1 is tourism. Number 2 is religious yatras. Religious yatras are a very important component of tourism in the Jammu and Kashmir state. So for the 2021, our target will be reviving economic activity related to tourism and culture in the Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. These are the 4 aspects of this yatra. One important thing, we are today launching this yatra with an earnest desire that a change takes place in the mindset of the people who either are thinking that it has been an ideological victory of someone, an ideological defeat of someone. Come out of this. This is the time that there is no need of now thinking about these ideological and political issues. This is the time now thinking about the welfare of the people, because ultimate politics is welfare of the people. That is the ultimate politics. We have come to the stage where we have reached ultimate political stage, and that is the welfare of the people. With effect from this date, through this Kashmir Sankalp Yatra, this agenda will be put before the nation as a whole. Jammu and Kashmir, with effect from today, through this approach, will be on a new pedestal. We will think that we have done our duty. That is the main object of our press conference today. देखिए, एक बात आप ध्यान में करिए कि सरदार पटेल इंटीग्रेशन के लिए हिंदुस्तान में एक बहुत बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट पर्सनैलिटी मानी जाती है। हमारा ये कहना है कि इंटीग्रेशन कंप्लीट हो चुकी है। अगर उनका कोई सपना था वो तो कंप्लीट हो गया है। अगर सपना कंप्लीट हो गया है तो उसके बाद में जो लोग हैं अब उनका ध्यान करिए। देखिए, पॉलिटिकल इशू, ज्योग्राफिकल इशू एंड स्ट्रैटेजिक इशू अपार्ट, अब चलिए सारा कुछ हो गया है और हम ये मानेंगे कि सरदार पटेल जी का स्वप्न जो है वो साकार हो, उनके ख्वाब पूरे हो गए। चलिए ठीक है, अब लोगों का हाल तो ठीक करें। अब तो लोग हमारे एजेंडा में है। सो दिस issue needs to be taken at a national level because whatever is happening in Jammu and Kashmir state needs national attention. National attention किसी चीज को मिलता है तभी हमारा ये मानना है वहां के लोगों का हाल सही हो जाता है। Jammu Kashmir is not an ordinary territory. Telling you very frankly, Jammu and Kashmir is a very important territory and nation has to give all attention to Jammu and Kashmir, which it desires. हम ये नहीं कहते किसी के हितों को दरकिनार करके आप ये करिए, नहीं, जो हम डिजर्व करते हैं वो हमें आप दे दीजिए, क्योंकि बाकी सारी बातें हो गई हैं, पॉलिटिकल बातें, आइडियोलॉजिकल बातें बाकी सारी खत्म हो गई हैं। अब तो सीधा स्पष्ट मानना ये है we have 1 lakh of unemployment इस लेवल पर है। 50,000 इन्होंने कहा है कि हम आपका जॉब्स, हम आपको 50,000 देंगे। मैं तो कह रहा हूं अगले साल आज के दिन तक कम से कम उसमें से 90% तो अपॉइंटमेंट होनी चाहिए। 90% अपॉइंटमेंट इस दौरान में होनी चाहिए। मैं तो कहता हूं 31 दिसंबर 2021 तक यहां पर 50,000 लोग एक्चुअली गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स में आ जाने चाहिए। देखिए, 2 बातें तो मैं यहाँ पर क्लियर करूंगा। पहली बात तो ये कहूंगा कि आज मैं यहाँ पर बीजेपी की तरफ से नहीं बैठ रहा हूँ, लेकिन उसका ये मतलब नहीं कि जो मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एज ए बीजेपी लीडर और एक्टिविस्ट है, मैं उस संदर्भ में आपके सवालों का जवाब ना मैं दूंगा। पहले मैं इनके एक सवाल का, देखिए, मैं चाहूंगा जैसे आपने कहा कि मैं वेट कर रहा हूं, मैं चाहूंगा कि आप लगातार जर्नलिज्म में ही रहो, उसमें भी बड़े अच्छे चांसेस हैं। आप वहां सरकार में नहीं जाओ, जिस तरह से आप सवाल कर रहे हैं। आई वुड लाइक दीज काइंड्स ऑफ पीपल टू बी इन द जर्नलिज्म। आप सरकार की उसमें नौकरी में नहीं जाना, मेहरबानी करके। एक बात तो ये। दूसरा, मैं आपसे वादा करता हूं, ये मैं बहुत सोच समझ कर कह रहा हूं। देखिए, 12,000 क्लास 4 एम्प्लॉइज के लिए एडवर्टीजमेंट निकला है, उसके लिए लोगों ने अप्लाई किया है। कुछ दिन देखिए, पीएचडी उसमें अप्लाई करें, ये सरकार की मंशा नहीं है। सरकार की मंशा है जॉब। नहीं, उसी पर मैं आ रहा हूं। उसी पर तो आ रहा हूं। अब इसके बाद में क्लास 3 के लिए वो जॉब्स आएंगी, एडवर्टीजमेंट आएगा। 31 दिसंबर से पहले वो एडवर्टीजमेंट आएगा। 31 दिसंबर से पहले वो एडवर्टीजमेंट आएगा। उसके बाद क्लास 1 और क्लास 2 का भी एडवर्टाइजमेंट आएगा।
लेकिन उसमें अगर देखा जाए 63 कैजुअल लेबर्स आर स्टिल ऑन रोड्स।
देखिए, वो इशू मेरा नहीं है। देखिए, मैं एक बात कहूंगा, मैं सिर्फ एक चीज कहूंगा, 7th पे कमीशन यहां पर लागू किया गया, ये कोई मामूली बात नहीं थी। 7th पे कमीशन क्यों यहां मामूली बात नहीं थी, मैं बताऊंगा। क्योंकि हम 75% ग्रांट जो है वो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से लेते हैं। वी आर ए रिसोर्सलेस स्टेट। हमारे यहाँ पर जॉइंट के में कोई रिसोर्स नहीं है। वी आर ए रिसोर्सलेस स्टेट। 75% हम ग्रांट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से लेते हैं। Those things have not been used by the previous government and I blame them for that. 10 जून 2019 को मैं नीचे प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई थी, मैंने वहां कहा था Article 35A and 370 will be lifted, it will be abrogated. किसी ने मेरे से क्वेश्चन किया, जी वो तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट में केस है। मैंने कहा अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फेवर में आ जाएगा for restoration of these, we will through the act of parliament nullify सुप्रीम कोर्ट्स डिसीजन। ये मैंने तब कहा था 10 जून 2019। बड़ी खलबली मची थी, इसने क्या कहा, दूसरे दिन अखबारों में भी आया था। देखिए, ये हमारा आइडियोलॉजिकल इशू था, पॉलिटिकल इशू था। वी हैव डन दिस। इसका किसका फायदा किसका किसका नुकसान, ये इशू नहीं है। ये हर पार्टी का अपना मंशूर है, अपनी आइडियोलॉजी है। मुझे कोई पार्टी अपोज करती है नहीं करती है, ऑल ओवर इंडिया लेवल पे मुझे एक मैंडेट मिला है और मैंने उस मैंडेट को क्या किया है, इंप्लीमेंट किया। देखिए 303 सीटें दूध पीने के लिए नहीं मिली थी।